I explain how Iowa and the southern border have something in common. Welcome to Hide and Seek Media. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, and let's get into this. Alright, so former Democratic rep from Iowa, Rita Hart, issued a challenge and a recount in her race in the 2020 election for the open seat in Iowa. After the recount, she still lost by 6 votes, but said that there was a chance that there was 22 votes that could have been thrown out by mistake. So she goes to Nancy Pelosi, right, and subverts the courts and goes straight to Nancy Pelosi and says, hey, can you do something about this? Can you overturn this election so that I can win my seat? Because I think I won, and it's not fair that, I only lost by 6 votes, and, they threw these votes out. So can you do something about this? And so Nancy Pelosi then tries to, subvert the courts and jump through some kind of weird loophole, right, to be able to try to do this. Ultimately, they all backed off, right? But still, it's, pretty hypocritical, and, that's the topic of this video. So it's pretty hypocritical that they, bashed Donald Trump for all this when he was going through the courts and challenging the counts in these states, the legal way. They go about it a completely, just try to go around the courts, and when you criticize them, how dare you? It's not the same thing. This is only 6 votes we're talking about, not thousands of votes in a national election. It's only 6 votes. Yeah, get out of here. It's the same damn thing. It's called, Rita Hart was hypocrisy. Blamed, in a 3-paragraph statement, she blamed a toxic campaign of political misinformation that she said effectively silenced the voices of Iowans. Her words were aimed at Republicans who have strenuously opposed her effort to reverse her loss to now Representative Marionette Miller Meeks, the Republican who defeated her and was sworn into office in January, while Hart mounted her challenge, right? So this woman basically said, no, I want a recount. I don't believe this was fair. I don't believe that, she won. I believe I won. I demand a recount. Miss Hart, right, Miss Rita Hart, goes on to say that it's a stain on our democracy that the truth has not prevailed, and my hope for the future is a return to decency and civility. Well, I know for 4 years, there was only one side that was trying to be decent. And now that the other side has all the power, they expect us to stay that way. Well, I got some really disturbing news for all you Democrats and lefties out there who think that Republicans and libertarians like myself are just going to sit back and idly be quiet while you guys do all this crap to our country. You are sadly mistaken. So, be warned, we are not going to be silent anymore. We are going to speak out in droves, and we are going to be heard, and we will win the day, because that's what true Americans do. We interrupt this video for a special news bulletin. Hide and Seek Media is desperately in need of subscribers, so if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified anytime we drop a new video. Make sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, let us know how we're doing, and let's get back to the action. Okay, so it's like this AP fact check about the kids in cages hypocrisy, right? They say, the claim is that how can Democrats and the media justify what Biden is doing at the border when they criticize Trump for doing the exact same thing, right? And their justification or their fact check, okay, is that AP's assessment is that it's missing context. Biden is reopening a surge facility first opened by the Trump administration for teenagers who arrived at the border without their parents. Okay, so what they don't say, okay, is that Trump first opened this facility, right, in 2019 for that surge in February of 2019, where they had like 132,000, illegal crossings in 1 month, right? So he opens this facility. Then there's all this outrage about the facility. So then he closes the facility in July of 2019 and doesn't use it again, right? So when he does that, he then starts to house these kids in hotels, like what Trump is, or like what Biden is doing, right? In the video I did earlier, I will link it right up here. So if you want to check out that video, you can. But it's just like that, right? Biden is using $86 million of taxpayer money to put these immigrant families in hotels. Well, Trump did the same thing. But when Trump did it, they attacked him for it and took him to court over it, and the court ruled he wasn't allowed to do it in Arizona. All right? So if the court ruled that Trump wasn't allowed to do this, how is it okay for the Biden administration to do it, right? So here's the hypocrisy again. But they don't fact check that, right? They just say that, oh, it's because he's opening a facility that Trump opened and then closed again. So because Trump opened it, it's okay for Biden to do it, right? And this was a different facility than where the kids in cages were, right? But who built those cages? That's right. Obama administration with Biden VP built those cages in 2014. So Trump was just using what was there, like I said in that other video that I linked earlier. So to me, this is all just a blatant hypocrisy, right? But their fact check, they got to fact check it, right, to prove that what the Republicans are saying is hyperbole, right? So AP says the facts on Monday. On Monday, the Biden administration reopened a surge facility to house up to 700 immigrant teenagers who crossed the U.S.-Mexico border without their parents, right? The Trump administration originally opened the facility in 2019 in rural Carrizo Springs, Texas, after converting it from a camp used by oilfield workers. It goes on to say the Trump administration shuttered the Carrizo Springs facility in late July 2019, less than 1 month after opening, and it remained closed for the rest of Trump's term. Democratic lawmakers have previously criticized using surge facilities like the one in Carrizo Springs. While they had beds, classrooms, and dining areas, they are not subject to the same licensing requirements as other long-term facilities operated by HHS and are expensive. Okay? So they complained when Trump used it. Okay? But you don't hear anyone complaining about them using them now. Right? They said they have to. They have no choice, right, to use them. And really, the reason why they have such an influx at the border is because Joe Biden said, we want everyone to come here. Come on over. We'll take care of you. Come across the border. When you do, you can stay here while we process your asylum or adjudicate your case or figure out how to send you back. Who's paying for all that? We are. $86 million is paying for that, okay? That's taxpayer money. Ultimately, right, the AP is basically trying to say that it's not the same. What Biden is doing is not the same as what Trump did. All right? What Biden is doing is worse, all right? Because not only is some of these facilities at 1,500% over capacity, okay, right now. Not only that, okay, but the Biden administration is not letting the media into any of these facilities except the one, okay, that they let some Democratic senators into not long ago, okay? But when they let Republican senators in, oh, turn the cameras off, sir. Sir, please have some respect and show these people some respect and dignity. And hold on a minute. Where was the respect and dignity for all those kids in cages that y'all plastered all over TV, right? Blaming the Trump administration. Now all of a sudden you want to have respect and dignity for these people? You didn't have it for it when Trump was trying to do the best he could to get these people back across the border where they belong, for instead of over here, and instead of having respect and dignity for them, you guys plastered them all over the media and just used them as another reason to attack Donald Trump. So I don't want to hear that crap. Keep your hypocrisy. You know what you can do with your hypocrisy? You can take it straight up the woo-hoo, because I don't care, okay? I ain't hearing it. I ain't hearing that crap. It's insulting, okay? That's what this is. There's no better way to put it than it is just flat out insulting to think that the Democrats think and the media thinks that we are just so stupid, all right, that we are just a bunch of sheeple that are going to bend over and take it like a, just take whatever they spoon feed us. I'm sorry, but I am not that person. This lion don't take spoon-fed crap up the woohoo, and I sure as hell ain't happening today. So we need to be, there needs to be more people like me getting a video camera, getting on YouTube, getting on other social media platforms, and speaking out. You got a problem with what they're doing? Don't just complain about it to your neighbors or to your parents or to your siblings or your loved ones or your family members or your tight little friends. Complain about it to people who don't want to hear it. Okay? Because that's the only way we take back that's the only way we take back the power we've lost in this country. Alright? Is by speaking up and not letting them take our rights away. So pick up a camera, use your phone, do whatever you gotta do, make sure your voice is heard. Right? In the end, it's just blatant hypocrisy, right? The Democrats are being hypocrites about an election, and the media is being hypocrites about the way they cover two different presidential administrations doing the same thing. So, in the end, the only way we're going to fix this is if you get a camera, just like I did, and start speaking up. And if you don't feel like speaking up, leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified anytime I drop a new video. Smash that like button and help this channel gain some traction so you can keep following me here on Hide and Seek Media, and I can speak up for you. Thanks for watching again, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.